I started in community mental health and really found a passion for it, and that's what kind of led me into crisis work and where I am today. There's this big gap in healthcare, and there's this big gap in what people need, and the First Call program was my idea of how can we get mental health professionals on call with police and fire departments, and then how do we get them into the 911 center and to help bridge that gap again with our first responders and the person in need, but then also all the things that come after. It has a different perspective on the call. It brings in that social service need of saying, okay, well, let's look at the whole big picture and not just the crisis. Of course, we have to look at the crisis, but it's also, well, what led up to the crisis? What can we do next? What do we need to help you be successful and hopefully avoid this crisis in the future? Every day is a different day. There's a different challenge every single day. There's a different piece of the puzzle that we have to figure out. It might be a similar situation, but it's still not the same. And so with the team that I have today that are absolutely amazing, it's how they figure things out. And that's always new every day, and things that we learn and how the community needs shift. It can be challenging, of course, but it's knowing that every single day it's like, oh, we made a difference in someone's life. It's very rewarding. We had an individual that was in a mental health crisis, and family were around, and it was really, really intense. And we were able to intervene on scene with the police department and to come up with a resolution. And that individual was able to go to the hospital and get what they needed. And so we were there to assist and there to be like, okay, so what do we need to do now? You didn't get what you needed when you were discharged? Sure, we'll figure it out. And that's exactly what we did. We were able to figure out for that individual. And so far, they've been really successful, and we haven't heard back from them. I think staying motivated goes into asking your why. Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Because of course, I think everybody would much rather be on a beach somewhere and be just enjoying it, especially with the weather today. We would much rather be in that space, but we're not. We're going to work every day. We're leaving our families. So why are we here? It's constantly asking my why. And then maintaining my own health is just going into what do I have at home? That's also my why. You have two different sets of whys. Is why do I go to work? And then why do I give everything I can when I'm at home? You have to remember that you are not just an employee. You are not just this person in the community. You're not just that. You're so much more than that. And you have to have both sides of that to be successful and to really make a difference in someone else's life, but also to make a difference in your own life. I call it like filling your own cup, right? I fill my own cup at home so that way I can give what I need to when I'm at work. I have definitely more staff, more cities to talk to, more mayors, more chiefs to talk to, more first responders to build rapport with and to engage with. And it's just changed over time in regards to just the cities themselves, because every single city and every single department is so unique and different. And so it's just been learning that over time, which is definitely taking time, but we've come so far in such a small amount of time. And so it's just continued in a good way that I have more work to do, because it allows me to step back and kind of see that bigger picture, but then it also allows me to go on scene still, because I still have a passion for doing the individual work sometimes. In the future, I just see us continuing to serve more communities, and that's our goal, to serve more residents and to give people more help and looking at how to better serve them. So I hope that we continue to grow and expand and become more partners with all these wonderful cities that we have here in the county.